Happy Friday!
We just discussed this.
You can say hello as well.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we're gonna do Friday reads in the vein of Sean the Book Maniac, and I don't know, probably other people do it too. I didn't do any research, but I'm assuming you just talk about what you're reading, and it's Friday, which it is. So, I'll start off. I'm doing two, so maybe I'll do one and then you.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. The first one I'm kind of passively reading is Alice Walker. It's a collection of poetry called Revolutionary Petunias. I was really digging it, and then I kind of hit a bit of a plateau.
You have like 6 pages left in this book.
They're poems, so you kind of have to like...
There's 6 poems.
I know. So you
We
like...
can finish that by the time we finish this video.
Well, coming from the man who has never read any poetry, much less a collection of poems.
Read a poem.
What poem?
We in school.
Emily Dickinson? Or...
No, like John Donne.
Oh, yeah.
Dante.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't have an opinion on any of those people, though.
No. But I like Alice Walker. I've read some of her short stories and maybe something else in class and liked it a lot. I don't read a lot of poetry, but I'm giving it a shot. Yeah. Maybe I'll finish it this weekend.
You finished it today? Before dinner?
It actually does. Like, you have to, like, sit on it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right. Patrick's up.
All right, so I'm reading The Dispossessed by Ursula Le Guin. This is my second Le Guin book. The first one last year was, again, The Left Hand of Darkness. And this book kind of, does what she's kind of known for and does very well, which is, take our commonly held kind of notions and look at them from a different angle, and they don't look like you would think they would. Things look different.
What do you keep roasting me at night when I, like, will say something? You'll tell me not to be, don't be a...
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
An egoist.
No!
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you yell at me, don't be an egoist, but then the other time... Propertarian.
Yeah.
Usually when you were walking into the room and saying, get out of the room, I want to be in the room. And I'm like, it's my room. And then you go, you're being a propertarian.
I'm learning quite a some good insults in this book. Because on the planet of Anars is an anarchist society. They don't believe in property or, they don't believe in a lot of things. And they constantly are insulting one another for like, you're a profiteer. Or yeah, I don't know, it's part of
so
the
some people are still profiteering and...
Oh no, they're not supposed to, but like it's
who tells them not to?
Yeah, I mean, they're peers. Anarchy. It's all about your social...
The whole?
Yeah. It's less about individuals,
Really?
Well, I mean, in this version...
I know nothing about the concepts of anarchy.
I'm not, me neither. But, so it's pretty interesting, but at some point, so there's a planet that looks a lot like our planet in 1974 with a capitalist society and a more communist society, and then, we have this third view, or our foreign view, which we get to look at this planet from. I'm not done with it. I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I'm enjoying it so far. I think that Ursula Le Guin is a really good science fiction writer. I think she goes into literary fiction. I think she approaches that and passes that mark. So I can't wait to finish it. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I tried to pick it up and kept getting stuck in like the first 5 pages.
Yeah,
but I do that a lot. Oh, you think it's science fiction specifically?
I mean, this is better written than Dune, but Dune, you did the same thing, I think.
Yeah, I guess because it usually is dropping you in to a different
and I will say that
world without kind of like the world building ahead of time.
The Left Hand of Darkness was a lot more difficult in that regard. This book, because you're kind of looking at the world, there are parts of it in the world that we know, so it's not as difficult in that sense. But
this is the one with the fence.
This is the one that starts off with the wall. Yeah.
Oh, the wall.
Or the fence wall.
I was like, what's this fucking
borders?
wall?
Oh. Where you're standing is what it looks like.
Was there a ship in
there? There was.
This is not. This is like the first 5 pages, so definitely not spoiling anything.
I liked the first 5 pages. It was good.
Yeah. Is there like a main character?
Yeah, Shavek.
Is it a man or a woman?
He's a man. I know. Well, it was the 70s too. Like I feel like. Because both Left Hand of Darkness and this one, Left Hand of Darkness had pretty much 2 point of view characters. One was genderless, and the other was the male.
So no woman.
Well, I mean, genderless.
Was it easier to be genderless than female in the 70s? I'm joking.
I think it was harder,
I'm joking.
to be honest. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, getting too intense for Patrick. He's in the hot seat. All right. I'm also trudging through Penin. That doesn't mean I don't like it. Sometimes I just struggle with reading. Like, let's make a booktube channel from the girl that struggles to finish books, right?
You're doing really well this year.
Oh,
And last year. And
you.
you read a lot. You've read a lot.
You're so sweet. So I got to page 120 and then realized, like, I'm barely grasping what's happening. So I went back to, like, 60 something and I'm rereading. So I have 2 bookmarks. The where I got to originally, and then the me starting back over, which I'm pretty proud of myself for, like, getting back in it.
Do you want to compare the author photo to Eric Larson?
Oh, he is also super sexy.
Is he?
No,
I'm not getting that.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Was it, what was that roast you told me yesterday at the bookstore that he had about, Ernest Hemingway?
He said Ernest Hemingway was just, it was all about balls, bulls, and bells, or something.
Balls, bowl.
Because of For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Right.
Then there's the one about the bull thing. You like bulls.
Oh, right.
And balls, because I think For Whom the Bell Tolls, the guy had his bits were not working so good.
I don't remember that book very well, honestly.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean,
Oh.
well, it was fine. I mean, I liked it fine.
I'm joking. You're allowed to not like
I feel like
something.
Hemingway does better short stuff.
I used to be all about that, like, short,
Yeah.
quick prose thing, and I'm, like, so bored with it now. Maybe it's because that's, like, what people do now.
Yeah, it's boring.
It's really boring.
Yeah.
Oh, Penin. I didn't talk about it. It's just pretty much hilarious. It's about this nincompoop of a Russian immigrant.
Not Nabokov.
Not Nabokov. Who, God, he's just like a caricature, and the descriptions are really fucking funny. Ooh, language. And yeah, it's enjoyable. It doesn't appear like it's gonna have much of like a traditional story arc. I think it might just be a character piece, but it is short, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst waste of time to just be like, that was a funny, weird Russian dude who taught Russian studies and made a lot of mistakes and was kind of an idiot. Ooh, real funny. So he has this giant book checked out, all about like some obscure Russian history. And the library informs him that someone else has requested it. And so he's like all flustered. He's like, who requested this book? I can't believe it. I still need this goddamn book. So he's like trudging it around campus all day. He's just aggravated. He gets to the library. He brings the book and they're like, oh yeah, you requested it. So he didn't realize that he already had it. It's kind of funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
I like that.
But he also, like, I spent the whole day with him being flustered about the
Really?
book.
I said, yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to read that new Joyce Carol Oates book. So now I'm extra motivated to finish that one. Because I don't like to do 2 novels at once.
I don't either.
Mm.
Some people are really, like, they have a lot of books.
Mm.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, are we done?
Do you want to be done? It seems like you want to be done. All right, you want to maybe shove the dog in their face or something?